Malik,
what was your overall impression of defensive balance play against Florida? What do you think of it?
I was impressed. We played really good. We really prepped for it. So, preparation throughout the week was, really intense, locked in on the habit.
Run defense specifically, do you expect that y'all do that well?
I always go in, the what ifs. So, we came in, we did the job, we got the job done well. So, I feel like, okay, well, maybe we is as good as people say, but then again, we always know we get back on Monday, coach shows us everything we did wrong, it could have been better.
What's the challenge with what Missouri does with running the ball, and how key will that be?
Same challenge. We know from last year they put up 182 yards on us. So the coach went around with a sign saying 182 yards, 4 touchdowns. We were trying to prevent that from happening.
Practice running around with signs?
Yes, sir.
Who has that sign?
Coach.
In where is it?
He's just running around. You might see a player knock it out of somebody's hand or something. Other than that, it's just 182 yards just so we won't forget, so we can go harder in it.
Coach Smart or Coach Lanning?
No, none of the coaches. It's a GA.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, a lot of those coaches run around that.
Yeah.
Are you guys preparing for 2 quarterbacks right now
What you mean?
for Missouri, with Kelly being not sure if he's going to play?
Oh no, we just going with the flow. I really haven't paid attention. To what was going on yet, but I know Coach Lennon, he was talking about Kelly Brown might not play. So other than that, we planning on it, but it's just okay, so if he play, we doing this. If he not play, we doing this.
How much is it? You guys haven't given up a rush touchdown all year. I assume you're aware of that. I'm just wondering, I would think that would get to be a bigger and bigger deal every week. Kirby kind of downplays it, but as linemen, I would think that's something you guys wear with a lot of pride and want to carry all the way to last game.
We try to carry it with us, but Coach Mark always break it down it was the scout team scored, and he was like, oh, scout team just scored. So he just motivated us.
Pretty incredible though, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How many TDs does the scout team have against you guys this year rushing?
How much?
How many touchdowns does the scout team rush down on you?
Who knows? Coach Smart said about 2,000.
Rich, backflips. Who's got the better one, you or Rich?
Well, as I get on social media, I see that they say I got the best backflip because I'm 280 or whatever. But I think Richie got more hang time.
If you were his weight, would you have a better backflip?
Definitely, I'll probably do a little twist that.
Missouri's got pretty good defensive stats as well. Only 3 spots behind y'all in total defense. Do you relish playing in perhaps what could be a defensive matchup, a defensive battle?
I just feel like whatever team go out there and do their job well, they're probably the best team that come out and win.
You played quite a bit as a freshman. It was kind of like what Trayvon's doing now, I guess. And when you were getting that playing time, did you kind of, look ahead and maybe even dream about kind of all the snaps you're playing now and the impact you had in the Florida game? Did you kind of, were you just kind of sitting there waiting on your moment when all that happened?
Yeah, I always just told myself to stay patient. Your time will come. God's gonna let you know when it's your time. I just made sure when it was my time, I just seize that moment.
How much have you been able to tell that the depth in the D-line meeting room has gotten better over the last
on the reps in the game? We can sub, everybody fresh leg.
How often do you sub? How fresh is everybody?
Everybody fresh. Everybody feeling good. You probably won't even see a lot of people over 25 reps in the game.
So when you spread it around like that, is it just as simple as everybody's fresh, or is there flexibility? You guys can play in different packages.
Everybody fresh and flexibility actually.
It's hard to. It's almost like nowadays it seems like you can't even call you a nose guard or 1 technique or 3 technique or end anymore. What is your role? How do you see your role generally?
I play 3 in, sometimes a nose guard, so just a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking with Kirby about Trayvon, and you've been, like I said, you've been in that role before. What's been your impression of him as a player? What's the future look like for him?
Oh, that man, he's a freak. Trayvon's a freak. He's long, he can run fast, and he's strong. So his future will probably be way better than mine is right now.
So Sounds a lot like what Jonathan Ledbetter said about you for the past couple of years. I mean, are you kind of that same figure for him? Are you the kind of the, like, mentor, hype man type thing?
Yeah, I hype him up because, we're from the same area. So I make sure he on his toes and make sure he doing what he got to do. Make sure he know all his plays so he can play fast.
You guys, I guess, officially got a half a sack each, you and Jordan, on that. That was a huge play in the game. You talk about that play in particular, and now that you guys have broken down the tape, is there any disagreement over who got there first and who should actually be rewarded with the sack?
We didn't really talk about it. It was just like a AJD. We finna go out here and make plays this weekend. We talked about it all week throughout practice. We just like emphasizing like making plays, having behind the line of scrimmage. We never really just said like who sacked and who.
Tyson Campbell started a lot of games last year, but he's been out. What do you make of DJ Daniel coming in from junior college, and kind of what's he brought to the defense while Tyson's been out?
He brought a lot of value. He's doing everything he got to do to make sure he's not busting any plays. He's doing good.
Did you notice that in when he first started practicing with you guys, that he had some skills that could help you guys?
Definitely.
What was that?
He was just coming up like finna run, aggressive, and not letting anyone catch a ball on him.
Do you have a favorite Rodrigo story?
Rodrigo story. Nah, not really. One time he was just talking to the team. We just talking. He just started laughing. So like we never heard Rodrigo laugh. So we just everybody just bust out laughing because it was kind of deep, like Kawhi Leonard.
What prompted that laugh?
Sorry,
What prompted that laugh?
what you mean?
Like, why did he start laughing?
Oh, it was something he said. I can't remember what he said. It was like back in the summer, early summer.
If you, it's pretty amazing when you think about a place kicker. Do you notice that the crowd goes nuts when it gets announced before the games and that kind of stuff? What do you make of that?
That man a superstar. It's crazy. Like you never see kickers get that much hype.
Yeah,
Like they call Rod name, he get so hyped and he loves it. He loves
He does.
it. Yeah.
Have you ever tried the specs on? The specs?
No, I ain't.
Kirby did it. I don't know if you've seen that meme of Kirby doing it. Apparently
For
Kirby
real?
can't, he put them on and said that Rodrigo must be blind.
Nah, I ain't never tried to put on his specs. I always heard like you try on other people's glasses and it's a dry eye, so like I just stayed away from it.
How much do you enjoy yourself out there? Seems like when you make a big play, you got a little more energy, a little emotion to
I
show.
love it. I'm loving the game more and more each day. And I just try to show my passion and emotion for the game.
Any more questions?
Thank you.